What time is it? It's the morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody feels good. Hope everybody's February's been good. Let's get into the video. So, I entitled this video, Be Proud of Yourself, right? Be proud of your accomplishments. Be proud of how far you've come. Be proud of you bettering yourself. I had an individual give me a call, and they were explaining a situation at their workplace. Now, nobody likes to be yelled at. Nobody likes to be talked to a certain way. Nobody likes to be belittled, so to speak. You know, just think of anything you can. Think of those situations that happened when you were at your place of employment. Someone spoke to you in a manner of that you didn't particularly, a tone that you didn't particularly like. And, you know, there's a choice that needs to be made in that moment, whether or not you're going to walk away, speak your mind, politely speak your mind, ignore, you know, there's a bunch of choices. Now, majority of us, at least people that I know, they don't take things like that too kindly, and they choose to respond back, in which I get in certain atmospheres and stuff like that, certain situations. This individual, I've literally seen them shoot themselves in the foot because they decided to strike back at an individual whose tone wasn't particularly nice at their workplace. And they ended up paying the cost for that. Now, hearing this new situation in which an individual approached them and basically spoke in a manner in which most of us would deem very disrespectful, they decided to just let it go, walk away. Now, they expressed that how they were mad. They wanted to tell the person off, but they chose not to. And when I say in that moment, I'll probably have to like hit the person up later and, you know, let them know how proud I am of them. I don't think I really expressed it in that moment, but I was so proud of that person in that moment, because just about a year ago or so, they would have done the complete opposite. And I feel like people, you know, because in the moment, they expressed how they were still agitated about the whole situation because, you know, they wanted to tell the person off. They wanted to go off on that person, but they chose not to. And you know, when you turn the other cheek, you know, at times, you know, your blood is boiling. You feel like a punk, you know, or you feel like that person punked you or whatever. You know, it's just, all of those things go through your mind. Your pride, your ego takes a hit because you let somebody talk down to you and stuff like that. But when I tell you, let all that pass, because that instant gratification of telling a person off is never worth it, especially in your place where you work. Now, with that being said, I'm not saying that you should allow a person to put their hands on you or nothing like that. No, nothing in that matter. But a person says something to you and it's literally going to take a minute and you just woosah and walk away and you got the rest of your day. So what? So what? And I'm so proud of that individual because in that amount of time, they become a better them. I'm not saying that, you know, the next day, you know, we're imperfect beings, you know, but this very situation proves that they are capable of being a better person in that situation. And that's all it takes. It takes a situation to show you that you can be better. There are plenty of situations where I chose the wrong response. And there are plenty of situations where I chose the right response. So I know what I'm capable of in most given situations. I'll tell you another one. I'm proud of myself because recently I had, you know, with another individual, I had a moment with them where, you know, we did not see eye to eye on the situation. And, you know, we had a couple of blows, and, you know, we minced a couple of words, and an octave, you know, whatever, an octave went up or two, you know, voices were raised a little bit, you know, excuse me, a voice was raised a little bit. I'm not gonna put that on them, I raised my voice. But when I tell you that, you know, and I know most people will hear that part and just say, oh, well, you barked on a person, you messed it. Yeah. Y'all don't, you have to understand me as an individual. There's so many other layers that go to it, that comes with it. If I get angry, if I get agitated, if I get to that point where I'm raising my voice, it's not just ended with that. Then comes the what can I do now to, you know, hurt you? What can I do now to put you in your place? What can I do? That's how my mind works, you know? But when I say this situation happened, we put everything on the table. We spoke. We both apologized for our, you know, doings and whatever the situation was that happened. And the night ended with, you know, them sleeping, me sleeping. We woke up the next day, spoke on the phone, laughed, didn't even bring it back up, not an ounce of care in the world, and moved the hell on. When I say that is a huge step for me, because I hold on to things. I am grudgeful. I will malice you, and I will hold on to it. You did me wrong. I'll never forget it. It'll always be right here. It felt so good to just, in that moment, get it all out, speak our minds, move on. And it was like, I really need to do this more often. I really just need to put it all out there, regardless of if we speak ever again after this or not, or whatever. Hey, it's been all out there. I'm not gonna hold on to it. I'm not gonna grudge you. I'm not gonna malice you. Live life. I'm proud of me because I know what it takes to do that. That's not who I am. And I'm being a better version of me each day. And that situation right there showed me that it's working. That I'm taking the time out to just breathe, state what it is that's bothering me, speak my mind. Now, I will say, like I stated, I still have to work on not raising my voice. I was doing good in the beginning, and then I just started getting agitated. But, you know, with all that being said, I'm so proud of myself. Like, I'm looking at that. I'm so proud of that other individual when it came to their work situation. I'm going to tell you another thing. I spoke with somebody I see very highly in my life. I see very highly in my life. That person spoke to me about some things a few months ago that really put things into perspective, and it stayed with me. My mother, I'm not going to do it. My mother. My mama. A few months ago, you know, we had some words with each other, and she needed to show me the error of my ways in a particular situation. And I had to take that, and I had to swallow that, and I had to really realize that as much as I think I'm being this mature individual and stuff like that, I still had this thing about the way people, you know, spoke to me or expressed how they felt about a situation that I spoke on, even though my intentions were never to hurt them. If you get what I, basically, if I said, oh, okay, you look good, but the shoes look a little big. I'm not saying the shoes look a little big to say you have big, fat, ugly feet. I'm just saying, with that particular getup, the shoes stick out more. Now, another individual would have heard that and said, oh my gosh, you said the shoes are ugly. The shoes don't look good. What I would do is I would get upset that you interpreted it that way when that wasn't my intentions. How dare you misinterpret what I said when that's not what I said, when that's not what I meant? Who do you think you, like, were you stupid or something? Like that's the lengths that my oh my gosh. As I'm talking about it, I'm like, good gosh, I'm freaking crazy. Like, I'm like, listening, I'm like, anyway. So, it took my mother talking to me about that, and us talking about a personal situation, and her really putting the mirror up to me and said, this is what you're doing. You need to stop that. You can't do that. And it takes time, because I'm 33 years old. This is something that's ingrained in me. So I don't expect to be perfect from here on out. But the thing is, I'm continuously attempting. I continue to keep that in the back of my mind, in the forefront of my mind, and say, you know what? Hey, when a person's talking to you, even if they misinterpreted something, don't get upset. Just say, hey, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I'm sorry, but that's not what I meant. I'm sorry that you felt the way you felt. I really am, but that's not what I meant. And there's nothing wrong with that. You don't understand how proud I am of myself, because I've come to a place where I realize that. I've come to a place where I'm like, yo, I'm doing better. But even just to go back, speaking to my mom about, here we are months later, speaking to her about another situation, the shoes on the other foot. And I'm talking to her and I'm like, Mom, that you can't handle it like that, this and that. And it's so funny, because that's how life is supposed to work. Each one teach one. My mother taught me something in that moment, and look how fast, it turned around. And now I'm, Mom, I recognize something that she did. And I said, Mom, you can't do that. You have to be better at that. And my mother is not a person that's like, well, you're my son. You know what I'm saying? My mother is a wise woman. She takes heed to any type of education, any type of correction, as long as, it's correct. Oh, I love that woman. Anyway, you don't understand how proud I am to see people. One of my bros from growing up, my man is back in the gym. He working out heavy, him and his wife, him and his family. I went with them one time to the gym the other day, and just doing their routine. I'm like, whoo, this is a good routine. I'm still stronger, but but it's a good routine. When I say I was so proud of him, I love seeing people being better versions of themselves. I love it. I love it. I see it in most people. I'm gonna probably have to start expressing it a little bit more, because I see it and I just keep it to myself as like a nice little gem, like, oh, you're doing your thing, I probably need to start saying it more. Yo, I'm mad proud of you, Like, I'm happy that, that you're doing better, that you're becoming better, that you're maturing. Not saying that you were immature before or anything like that. I'm just saying that you're growing to be a better individual. And that's a beautiful thing. Regardless of what people may think, or people in your past, or people around you, because some people want you to stay the same. Some people want you to... Now, don't misconstrue. I do feel like morals and stuff like that, yes, all of those need to stay the same. But, those attributes that you have that are hindering you from becoming a decent human being, no, those gotta go. Yeah, those need to change. That they do. It is what it is. And people, they want you to stay the same. Hey, they're not at that place yet. Prayerfully, they'll get there some way. But that's all I wanted to do. Just situations that have happened just in these past few months, that it just resonated with me and it's just stayed with me, and I'm just looking at it and I'm so proud of people. I'm so proud of my friend there. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of my bro, I'm so proud of my mom. I'm just so proud of individuals that are growing and becoming better. And I want you to be proud of yourself. I see it all the time. I see people, I just seen somebody just post something, they just got their CDLs. I was like, hey, just seen somebody, they just got their house. I know somebody else that's building their house. I'm like, yes, I'm so proud. Who am I to be proud? I'm nobody, but I'm so happy for people that's just making moves and just being better. I know an individual, I don't know them personally, but I see them on Facebook. They got their own rig. They got their own truck. They're doing their own thing. I know another person that, they wasn't really good at backing up their truck. And 2-3 weeks later, a month later, I see that they said, hey, whip that bad boy in. Like, it's so enlightening. Oh man. Somebody tells me that English is my second language. Enlightening. Whatever. It's just great to see. And it just enlightens. It enlightens me. That people are out there just doing better, and they're just, be proud of yourself, man. Just be proud of yourself. Take the time. It's worth it. It's easy to be an asshole. It's easy to be a jackass. It's easy to be a jerk. That's why so many people is like that. It's easy. Take the time to be a better human being, man. For yourself and for others. Take the time to not take that crap home. When something happens, you want to sit there and be upset about Mary that said something to you or cut you off in the middle of traffic at 2 o'clock, and here it is 10 o'clock at night and you still mad about it. Do you see how stupid that is? Like, let it go, man. Like, and just do. Be a better person. Be more accommodating. Set your goals and meet them. Do that joint. And pat yourself on the back when you do. And don't feel no way when nobody, praises you and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, that's for you. Praise yourself. Those that see it, they'll praise you if they want to praise you. Those that don't want to praise you, they won't. Whatever. Be proud of yourself. All right? Y'all doing good. Absolutely. We're all doing good. All right? Later.